Today I spent hours fixing a single bug, but instead of getting frustrated and giving up, I actually used it as an opportunity to learn better. And in this video I'm going to show you how I'm turning this bug into a reflection and how I'm building SpaceWise, which is my space learning platform that has the objective of teaching space science, rocket science, math, physics in a way that's motivating because it provides actual results. It's optimized for learning science. So let's get into it. Okay, it's basically this bug, bro. It's a bug of CMake and C++. I'm not gonna get too technical because actually I don't even understand it really well myself, but it's this. It has to do with this library or this method, I suppose. The problem is that for some reason it's not able to access these files. And there's a problem with many things here. But the thing is, I didn't just want to fix it. I wanted to understand it. I wanted to understand what I was doing and improve how I solve problems. So I'm gonna show you the process now that I followed to do that. It's not perfect yet, but it's improving 1% every single day. And I'm gonna show you what I did. So if we go to the Notion over here, you'll see that I have some things here. I have many words and it's like a database. But the most important thing here is this. Before I even executed and before I even did a reflection, I first planned what I was gonna do. I set a timer. Sorry for doing this, I'm gonna stop. I set a timer of 10 minutes and a specific objective or goal or direction that I wanna go in, you know? Kind of what I wanna do. And then I'm gonna put my full focus on trying to do this in 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes end, I will go here and reflect over my process, reflect over what I could have done better, what I did wrong, and if I have a strong feeling about something, then I'm also going to reflect over that because it's important. Usually when I have a strong feeling, it's because there's a part of my process that is wrong and I can dive deep into that, you know? Today it wasn't the case, but it could have been. A key thing that I did here in this reflection is ask this question. It's kind of setting a direction towards my goal, which is fixing bugs and learning. So how can I be better right now at fixing bugs and learning at the same time, understanding why? And here I just wrote down my thoughts. I just wrote down something that I think might work. And here I realized that I'm only gonna be able to learn best if I define specifically the thing that I want to learn, or my gap, or my question. If I know the question specifically, I can understand and evaluate. Should I just ask AI and forget about this? Sorry about the motorcycle. Should I just forget about this and ask AI? Should I think critically about this and not ask AI because I need to spend mental effort because I want to learn? You know, stuff like that. But let me organize this for you. Let me walk you through what I was doing. When I'm trying to figure out a bug, I find questions that I have. I specifically try to think about questions that I have. What are my doubts? What do I think might be the solution? And I write all of this down over here in my reflections. As you see over here, is the problem here with the path of the files, with the VC package, which is like a package manager? Is it with some linking thing that I'm not aware of? Here I'm reflecting over the actual mistake, the actual error, because I realized that there's an error in the first file of each thing in the add library method. So I'm trying to generate questions, curiosity questions that I will use to then learn what I don't know, find the gaps in my knowledge. Because if I think about it, not being able to fix a bug means that there's a gap in my knowledge, means that there's a thing that I don't understand, and this thing that I don't understand and I'm not seeing right now is preventing me from fixing the problem, fixing the bug. So if I become aware of what I don't know and I learn what I don't know, then I'm gonna be able to fix the bug. The problem is when I don't know anything. And there, well, it is what it is. It's my case right now, actually. I don't know almost anything about CMake or about this, and I guess I need to go step by step, and that's what I'm doing right now. But let's continue with the process. So after I note down the questions that I have and the doubts and all of that, I will have them over here, right? And I will be writing these questions until the 10 minutes or the 15 minutes or whatever time I put end. After that, I reflect over what I could have done better. What are these questions? What I can do with these questions? Like, what is the best approach? As I talked earlier, should I think critically? Should I watch a video and try to learn that? And well, that is exactly what I did. So I figured, I don't know anything about this art library thing, and I know that the error and the mistake is related to that. At least it has somewhat something to do with it. So I'm gonna learn about this method. It's not the perfect solution. It's not like something that is gonna help me fix it immediately, but it's gonna help me learn and understand better this whole CMake thing and fix the bug. Here is when the learning science comes in, when the learning techniques, when learning how to learn is very beneficial. And right now I'm gonna show you the process that I followed to take notes from a video and not make it super linear, but actually get something from it, you know? Not just watch the video and say, oh, all right, that's nice, move on. No. I'm gonna show you what I do. Not perfect yet, but it's something that's better than just writing non-linear notes or just not doing anything. So let's go. So I just searched up CMake ad library on YouTube. I watched this whole video.
Hello everybody and welcome.
Sorry. I watched this whole video, let me give it a like, and then I didn't take notes throughout the video because for some reason I didn't feel like it. Maybe that's not the best way, but I'm telling you what I did right now. So I didn't take notes through the whole video. It's 6 minutes, so it's not that much. But then what I did was take non-linear notes over here. So I watched the whole video, and after that I asked myself, what have I learned? And this is hard. Yes, thinking is hard. Learning is hard. It should not be a surprise. It's just thinking. So here what I did was ask myself, what do I remember? What was important? And I try to map it out with as little words as possible and still have the meaning of the video. Let me kind of explain what I learned over here. So to execute the main executable, execute the program basically, I have some options. I have to add it here to this method, add all of the CPP files here, or add a library. By what I understand right now, the add library, it's like a container for many CPP files, and it's a way to organize information or source files into a more structured container that has some logic, you know? So for example, this name will be important because it will say the logic, just as I have on my code over here. Add library, core, you know, because it's in the core folder, because it's the core functionalities. We have the UI system. I mean, it just compiles or englobes all of these UI files. And I guess it's a better way to organize the code. That is my current knowledge and my assumptions, the hypothesis that I'm making about this topic and this concept. But then adding to the library, it's not enough. Then after that, I need to link this to the main executable. This is what I got from the video. And right now it's much more clear in my head. It's much more retained, you know, because I was processing this information. I didn't just let it slide. And this was mainly what I just did today. Now I'm gonna show you some videos and some clips that I've recorded throughout the day, just sharing my thoughts, sharing what I eat, random stuff, random sensations, time lapses of me meditating or working or whatever, you know. Doesn't have music, doesn't have crazy edits, but right now I'm focusing on building this, and I'm focusing on providing as much value as I can in a clear way, and also developing my communication skills, my YouTube, my recording skills, I guess, my camera skills, and helping at least a little bit with each video. So let's go. I'll be showing you the videos that I've recorded today. Okay, so I'm gonna meditate now for actually 10 minutes, only because I'm running a bit late, but then in the afternoon I'll meditate for 10 more minutes and make it 20. As I usually do, or every single day. Then right now I'm gonna go to take a cold shower, and then I'm gonna go to school, and I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna cook, eat, go to the gym, and then we will see what I do after the gym. So let's get going. Let's go. Just came back from school and I just cooked my meal. It's the same thing every single day. So we've got chicken breast with onions, with tomatoes, and butter. And here I have the avocado, and here we have some peanuts and some onions as well. I don't know why, but I love onions and peanuts and my meals basically. I'm also cooking here some eggs for dinner. It's 12 exactly. So as I said, I'm gonna go to the gym now in a second and I'll see you there. I'll see you, well, I don't know if I will record, but we'll see. See you in a second. Yo, I just came back from the gym. I'm tired, but I have to work. I'm gonna work. I get to work. Important word differentiation. It's 6 p.m. Let's see. Oh, I have to meditate. Oh, damn. Did not remember that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna meditate and then I'm gonna work for an hour. Then I'm gonna have dinner, plan, edit, and go to sleep. Did not remember this. What I'm gonna do exactly is work on building the app and learning at the same time. So I'm gonna play with AI. I'm gonna think about how to do a task. I'm gonna try to make a hypothesis. I'm gonna see if the hypothesis is right. And then I'm gonna ask AI for the code. Now the thing here is that I'm not gonna learn much if I do it with AI fast, but I have put myself in a situation where I need to get this project done for school and in 4 weeks, 28th, you know, and this is gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna be able to learn fully if I do this, but I'm not gonna just mindlessly copy and paste. I'm gonna think about the code. Right, let's meditate and let's start the time lapse. Let's get it. Okay, so I have just finished studying or working or both, I don't know how would you say it. Still haven't fixed this. I fixed one bug, another appeared. So I'm trying to figure out what is this going on? Why is this bug appearing? But the thing is, I'm not doing it like I used to, just chuck into AI and do it as fast as possible. Actually, today I tried to think deeply and avoid looking at anything, avoid looking at AI, avoid doing that stuff and trying to think by myself. And then only after defining my doubts, only after thinking critically about it, that's when I actually decided to watch a video or a couple of videos, take notes, you know, and try to understand how this whole thing works, how specifically actually this method works, to be able to understand how does it add libraries and connect source files with other stuff. I mean, I don't have a very big understanding right now, but it has improved a little bit. You know, I understand a little bit better. I guess this is a slow process of learning, but it's slow because I'm still learning how to learn, you know? But, well, yeah, that's it. And now I'm really, really hungry. But what I'm gonna do is record the introduction of this video, because if I wait too long, I'm gonna get sleepy and really tired and I'm not gonna be able to record. I'm gonna fall asleep, literally, so I don't want that. I want to record with good energy, with a high voice, you know. If I have dinner now and then if I convert these reflections into actionable steps and insights and processes, like if I process this information, these reflections, and I have dinner, and only after that I record, and it's gonna be a bit tough. I'm not gonna be able to speak as clearly and as loudly. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm not gonna be able to speak loud, and I'm gonna be really tired. I'm gonna be really sleepy. So I'm gonna try to avoid that because it has happened many times. Either way, I'm gonna stop yapping right now and I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna record, and then I'll see you with the meal. Let's get it. Okay, so I just finished recording, bro, and I don't know, but this afternoon feels so good. I don't know if it's because I slept like 9 hours or 8 hours, and I hadn't slept that much in ages. Like, I saw my Whoop, my Whoop tracker, the thing that tracks my sleep, and it said that it was the night that I slept, like the longest night I had this month and last month. So, I mean, yeah. I need to stop saying yeah, and all of that, because it's just filler words. I need to be okay with silence. Okay, what else can I tell you? So if we go to the calendar, I'll just talk a little bit about the day. What are my thoughts? Maybe some stories I can tell. Okay, so I edited. Yeah, I prioritized sleep, but I literally fell asleep here. Anyway, I woke up, drank water, some push-ups, did some work, which was not much work. It was going in the Notion system and trying to make some databases about, what is it? Trying to figure out a way to track my progress better. I don't think that's scope work, because as you see over here, this is important. But maybe it wasn't the best time to do that. Then I recorded a video like about yesterday, which was about my math A-level YouTube channel, which is in Portuguese. As you see over here, I'm prioritizing SpaceWise like crazy, because it's also a school project that I have to turn in 4 weeks, in 28th. I think I've spoken about this in this video, but I don't know, maybe not. Then I went to school. Here I had an English exam, but before that I helped some of my classmates with their projects, because I just love helping. I feel good when I help with code, with solving problems, with teaching. I just love it when a classmate asks for my help, and instead of me doing everything for him, I go and I try to explain the mental process that he could follow to be able to find the solution by himself. I don't know if I explained this correctly, but imagine if he has a problem, a bug that he's trying to solve. Well, here what I'm trying to do is not solve the bug for him, because sometimes it's so apparent, it's really easy to solve, but I don't do it for my classmate. I do it. No. I let my classmate think. I try to help him think in a way that will fix the problem, and that way I'm kind of teaching the mental model. I'm kind of teaching how he could be thinking about these kinds of problems to be able to solve them by himself. I love doing that. It brings me so much fulfillment, to be honest. Especially the part about processes and mental models and step-by-step frameworks that help other people. That is extremely exciting for me. After doing that, well, I went to, I had the English test, and then I had PE. I don't know, I think that's how you say it in English. But it was volleyball. It was volley. So I had a warm-up, we had a game, it was pretty fun. I actually really like volley, you know? It's a sport that it's such a team work, it's such a team sport. And I think I like that. I like the connection, the brotherhood, the team effort. I think I love that. Then went and cooked. I didn't put my chicken out of the freezer because I forgot. I need to do something about that. Then I went to the gym, and here in the gym I had a full body workout today. What I do is upper body, I know, lower body and upper body, and then full body. So that way I'm targeting the muscles twice a week, and I'm giving more dedicated time for each muscle group, which is very nice. And I've been noticing that my muscles are getting much more, how you say it, sore. Now I know that that doesn't directly indicate more muscle growth, but I think that's a good addition. And after each workout, I've been getting to the habit of running for a couple of minutes at full speed. I mean, not full speed, but at zone 5, you know? That means that my heart rate is above 180 beats per minute. And that completely obliterates me. It destroys me, but I kind of like it. It makes me feel like I try hard, I'm working hard. And after that, it's like my body's completely finished off. I also do that because it helps me burn more calories and eat more. I love eating, I'm not gonna lie. And right now I'm gonna eat 12 eggs with some sardines, with a salad, and some peanuts. I'm on a bulk, so I need to eat many calories, and like many, because I'm also, I don't know how you say it. I'm just gonna say it in centimeters, but I'm 184 centimeter, which is not crazy tall, but it is tall. And I weigh around 84 kilograms, 83, 84. I've been around that weight for a month now. And I wanna keep going. I wanna keep going up, but clean bulking without actually gaining a lot of fat. My diet is 0 carbs, so that helps. I mean, not 0. Probably has like 50 grams of carbs. Probably, yeah. But it's low carb. And then I meditated and I worked, but it was something different. There's something different about this work session. There's something so much different. I don't know what it is. If I can figure it out, then it would be really nice, because I was so calm. I was so focused, undistracted. I managed to push through my fears and push through discomfort much more easily. I wasn't blocked by fear. I wasn't wasting much time. It felt amazing, to be honest, this work session. It felt so good. I think I'm gonna try to replicate it tomorrow. I'm gonna take note of what I did over here when I plan the next day. I'm gonna do like an insight transforming session, which just means going through the reflections that I had here and turning those into actionable steps, experiments, or insights, things that I can try out to improve 1%, in many areas of my life, many skills. How long have I been speaking? 9 minutes. Okay. Interesting. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have dinner right now, but first of all, actually, I'm going to reflect over what I did, how I recorded. But to be honest, there's not much to reflect about. I'm gonna do it anyways, just because I might be missing something. and I'm gonna create an experiment or something that I can try out next time to improve a little bit more in my communication skills and in my recording, in my pre-recording, which is me getting clear about what I'm going to speak about, and writing the description, writing the summary of what I did today. So I'm gonna reflect for like 10 minutes, and then yeah, I'll see you with the dinner. Let's get it. Yo, here's the meal. It's a big meal, not gonna lie. So here we have the eggs for the protein, the fats, the omega-3s, the calories, more peanuts for the calories, for the fats, and a salad. And here we have some salt. Because I haven't salted anything over here, I'm gonna salt a bit of the salad, so to give it some flavor. And that is it. This is the last clip you're gonna see from me today. So bye bye, have a nice one, and see you on the next video. Let's go.